Hi and welcome to this chapter on installing JIRA Service Desk on Linux. This is a request I got from one of my users who was taking my course, and hence I basically have come up with this chapter. So let's go ahead. I'm currently on the JIRA Service Desk page on Atlassian. So I first basically want to get the link for the installable, which will actually get on a Linux based machine. Now I've also set up a Linux server. So this is an Ubuntu server. I've set this up on AWS for the purpose of this demo. At the moment, nothing is installed on this server. It's a plain Ubuntu image that's spun up from an AMI in AWS. So the first thing I'm going to do is that I basically said I wanted to get the trial version, the link of the trial version of JIRA Service Desk. So I'm going to go all the way down. Since I want to host this on my own server, I'll basically click the link want to host on your own server. Right, so now I'll basically come to the page where it'll give me the instructions or the download for the JIRA Service Desk server. I'll just wait for this to spin up. So I want to now install this on Linux 64-bit. So that's the version of, and mostly be using 64-bit versions of operating systems nowadays. Now in the download, I will not click the download link. I will basically just do right click and basically save the link or copy the link address. That's better. So I'm just going to copy the link address to Notepad. So this is the link which we will actually get or use to download the JIRA Service Desk product on the Ubuntu server using the wget command. So let's go back to our server. Now the first thing we'll do is that we'll just ensure that all the packages are updated on the server. So we'll issue the following command. It's the apt-get update command on Ubuntu. So this is ensuring that the server has the latest packages for the operating system. We will now issue the wget command to download the binary installer for the Atlassian Service Desk software from Atlassian. So let's issue that command. So I just got the URL wrong. So now it's basically downloading the entire software. So now the software has been downloaded to the Ubuntu server. If you can do an ls, we can see that the binary file is there. So let's now change the permission on the file to make it an executable. We can do this using the chmod command. And next we'll basically run the executable for installing Atlassian JIRA Service Desk. So this will automatically unpack the necessary binaries as required to install JIRA, and then it will start basically installing JIRA Service Desk. So I'll just hit O for enter because we want to basically install the product. I'll go with the express install. So we have the express install, the custom install, and the upgrading. Since we are doing the first time installation and it's going to be a simple installation, let's do the express install. So let's choose one. So yes, I want to install it as a service. So I'll just hit I and enter. So now it's extracting all the files. So once all the files have been extracted, it will say, okay, do you want to start JIRA Service Desk? I'll say yes. So hit Y and enter. So now it's basically launching JIRA Service Desk. So let's wait a couple of minutes till that's done. So now it's saying that the installation is complete and we can access it from port 8080. So if I just go to the browser, this is the link. So I said I've basically hosted this server in AWS. So I'll just take the fully qualified DNS name and hit 8080. And now you can see I am actually now going to the setup of JIRA Service Desk. And from here onwards, it's basically the same. So the same installation which we had done for Windows, basically the setup and the configuration, the same thing is valid here on Linux. So the only thing that's different from Linux is basically the download and the installation of the product. As far as the configuration goes, it's still all the same. So that marks the end of this chapter on just the installation of the product on JIRA Service Desk.